Okay. Before I even get started, I know I told you guys that I was going to be doing the new Dimmu Borgir EP this week. Well, the internet lied to me. Big shocker, I know. You know, when I read the term EP or extended play, I expect 3 or 4 or maybe 5 songs. This EP turned out to be a 7-inch vinyl record. Since I listen to albums that I review on Spotify, even though I wish I could get the albums first, I really want to, it only released the new song Interdimensional Summit. So, in order to keep my promise to you guys, my faithful viewers, here's my little mini review of the new Dimmu Borgir song. It was absolutely outstanding. I really think the new album, which I will be reviewing in full, is going to be amazing. I love the use of the choir in the back, and it's just a great piece of classic, old school, symphonic black metal, just wonderfully done. Great stuff from these legends. Okay, now that that's over with, it's time to get down with an atmospheric, blackened death metal album that is one of the best I've ever heard. It's Necrophobic's Mark of the Necrogram. Now, after the Tribulation album got Century Media off to a bit of a rocky start for 2018, they really came back hard with this album. It's atmospheric, it's beautiful, it's metal, and it really reminds me of Behemoth's The Satanist, only on a less of an epic scale. This is an example of atmosphere and song length done right. When they match up, it can turn into something absolutely exquisite in nature, yet also something that makes you want to sit in the dark and listen to it over and over and over again, maybe with, candles or whatever. Earlier this year, I reviewed the album Crom by Arcona, and I criticized it heavily for its use of atmosphere over melody. I said that the album had too much atmosphere, and it did. Mark of the Necrogram makes up for that entirely to me. The atmosphere is enough to where it's enjoyable, but it's restrained enough to where it doesn't feel like you're just drowning in the album and just looking for a way out, like, when will this end? This album is absolutely gorgeous in its nature, and it takes itself very seriously. No bones about it. This is real, honest-to-goodness Swedish blackened death metal. It doesn't mess around with frilly things. The solos are small, and while they're wonderful, they're not on the technical side. There's really not a ton of running up and down the neck of the guitar. The drumming is fairly straightforward for blackened death metal, and the vocals are very impressive. The guy who sings for Tribulation should take a cue from the guy from Necrophobic. The album isn't perfect, however. Like I've said before, I don't believe in anything like a perfect album. The last half of the album, it starts to get very repetitive. The songs still sound incredible, but I would like to hear something a little bit different from the band towards the end, instead of the same blast beat, neo, behemoth, worship kind of thing that they've been giving me. All in all, it's a great album full of atmosphere and very catchy blackened death metal. It's heavy, it's light, melodic, hard, atmospheric, and everything a good blackened death metal album should be. So, in light of this evidence, I hereby bestow upon Necrophobic a 90 out of 100 on the yearly perfection scale. Thanks for watching. Click like. Subscribe if you want. Leave a comment if you want. As I've said before, I welcome dissenting opinions. Let me know what you thought of the album. If you thought it sucked, let me know. If you thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, let me know. Next week, sadly, there will be no review. I'll be out of town next week, but I will return the week after that. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.